man who dare not down some red is a man whose wife's like to
Move it.
Our knights errant? They're so heroic. I had to come in
Weights on your back. Help us. Look, monsters all about. Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers. Thank you.
to go from the right.
Now we cut you down.
Let's charge!
Satchel looks like it belonged to a witcher. Adam came to Toussaint at Vesemir's request. Interesting. Two bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be. Show me what you got.
Save me!
Cannot let
Sir!
him get away!
Save me! Sir! Help! Save me! Sir! Help!
Avenge you, comrade!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Save me! Sir! Help!
Lads! Take him for a ride!
I thank you, sir. Were it not for you, well, those bandits were not pulling pranks. I could pound some new steel for you in gratitude, but I must first return to my workshop in Belgard.
Drop by when I'm in the area. Seems they were running for the exit. The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit. Place of power. Should draw from it. look around some. Full. Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Run, Roach.
Giant centipede spawning ground. Should destroy it.
Do what they summoned you to do, then pack up and go back where you came from.
Don't diddly! My Camilek aches something fierce.
Tended to Belgard's problems. Vineyard should be in as good a shape as ever.
Splendid. And thus, officially by the power vested in me, I grant you title to the Belgard Vineyard, and trust that you shall make good use of its grounds and resources.
Excellent. Ah, I can already smell the grapes ripening into sun.
We shan't forget what you did for us. Here, your pay.
But that's not all. You must come back and see us shortly. We've a surprise in store for you.
I'll do that. Farewell. Damn it. Scene looks like an expired. Or did something kill her? Wonder what'll happen if I reenact the scene. Need to backtrack along her prints, then light the candles in the same order she did. drink. here somewhere.
Roach.
May your brows fuse!
Lander me blind. I would be gone, if not for your aid, comrade. By my troth, it is the Witcher who saved us from woe. Come on, Roach. Circle him! Circle him! Stuart.
Son of a Tartman!
Circle him!
Get a hold of us! At once!
What now, you piece of... With my hands! What's your stones?
They scoffed at you. A migrant from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be waiting.
Oh, no. Yet another fugitive from the north? Why are you here?
Don't know if you noticed, but I just saved your ass.
Yes, yes, though not without a reward in mind, I wager. I know your kind.
Course. And I'll want a share of your beggar's alms, too. Wanted to take a look at your goods first. May I?
I suppose. But you're to touch nothing, and on purchasing pay in full, in hard currency. Understood?
Nordlings. What about them bothers you so much?
Apart from the fact that they are all thieves, liars, and layabouts, not a thing.
Gotta go. So long.
What do you...
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, Tony Champion! The bells must give you one hefty reduction.
That Gwent will be the end of
Do I
me.
ever feel like doing absolutely
I've
nothing?
lost the game.
That's it, Roach. Slowly.
Piss, poop, ha! Circle him! Circle him! Spells! I'll miss you. Little creations, mix. It's not allowed. That kind of beating feast is over. Let's ride. Your death.
Any last words?
Let us kill! Let us murder!
Just leave me!
Death comes for you this day! Brothers, let us kill! Let us murder! Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, mangaling!
You saved my life. I thank you. Should you need something, find me at the Cockatrice.
Go, go.
You saved my life. I shall never forget it. Remember, Witcher, History is wrote by those who can hang heroes.
You dare to kerfluffle me? You kerfluffle me?
That's enough of that.
Right, let's dance! Don't let him catch his breath!
Not your lucky day.
Near toad myself.
My goodness! How I enjoy a good mug punching. But move. Prepare to be magic! Sorcery of some kind!
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Damn it! Watch where you step, fool.
My hand shakes so bad, I cannot hold my...
Now he's got something here to use it. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? So the Witcher was taken somewhere via portal.
I've sweat dripping down my bum furrow.
I came out of Oxford.
They scoffed at you, the migrants from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wet to their britches with fear. Thanks, shepherds.
Connie Fling, I'm off to the bells, quick as a flash. Those girls can't wait to see me.
Hey there, Witcher! Come, we must speak! Suck the werewolf. Did you kill it?
Mm-hmm.
It murdered folk, devoured sheep, ravaged the farm. Oh, what a relief that's done with. I thank you. If you wish, I shall give you a trim. I just need a moment. My hands are still shaking.
What's a barber do on a farm like this?
He shears sheep, because sheep are calm, unlikely to scream at him if a lock is out of place or a color a touch off the desired shade. And here no one threatens to shorten you by a head if you trim a bit too much.
Somebody threatened to do that to you?
To me? No, but, well, one hears things. I found it impossible to work, under incessant pressure. When I saw the notice, urgent specialist sheep shearer sort, well, I didn't give it a second thought. And it was pleasant at first, but then that werewolf appeared.
Take care now.
Sacre bleu, killer style.
I imagine you've been all over the world, Sir Witcher. Unbelievable.
Nice tune.
Art is not life's bread and butter, but its fruit and wine.
That thunders.
Should I break one of my rules once, I am bound.
Greetings, Knight. Much is said in Beauclair of your bravery and dedication. Thus, you've secured a claim to compensation. Sign here, please.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace, friend.
Any more?
Cutlet socks.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Go up to any knight and shout, "The beast!" You'll smell the sword.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
I'm here.
Let us go! We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued. A work of mine, Turtle Dove O'er the Heath, hangs in the Ducal Palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said. And fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters. And poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes. Pierre Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief.
Take it easy.
We'll continue on foot. Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingal.
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine. Knackers. Like they're made off with paints. Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a Necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda? Look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them. Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a Necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot. We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Giddy up. Not so fast, Roach. This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
How about I be on horseback? I mean, Roach kind of deserves to be immortalized too.
Oh, yes. A horse. Exceptional idea. But I would rather you perch atop Alexander, my mount. I've trained him to pose. I shall paint in the carcass of a slain griffin later. Now, raise your head to exude pride, thrust your breast forward. Go on, breast forward. I want to see those hocks extended. Ahem. Is the horse paying attention? May I begin? Or would you rather try a different pose?
Let me try something else. Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course. The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin? Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work with me. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide.
Dearest Mummy! Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid! Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped. Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
Slow and steady winds the race.
Witchman, lackadaisies, lollygackers.
I need good victuals, rations, suited to a voyage at sea.
You've come to the right place. How much for your wool?
A lot. Wood and pepper is my master.
You're to take less from me, haven't you heard? I'm called the Sea Serpent.
Because you're slimy and have but 2 teeth, no doubt.
Perhaps you should try not eating at all. That's the sure way to drop weight and avoid dark storms.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Started pushing up.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I am a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
Come on! When I chop you, you bumble! Hey, well done that. Under it was, yes. When I chop you'll be bumble.
Come on, come closer.
Well, Paladin, and the riposte, yes. Scum! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oof, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Diddly snaps! My back aches something horrid!
Few drops of wine, and lo and behold, is he better?
I swear on my honor, I shall smash the plunderers, scatter them to the winds, and drive them from our duchy! Witcher, I heard you defeated Philip
Begone from my sight.
Farbringer's hands. Respect.
Oh, Witcher, greetings. Kind of you to come. Matilda and I, we've a surprise for you.
You two seem to be getting along.
We are. There came a point we realized we had no grounds to quarrel. Things became altogether pleasant.
And a bit spicy.
Romantic. Quite.
Got it. Needn't say more. Glad things are going well for you. What's the surprise? Some new monster I need to kill?
No, something far more pleasant.
We've produced a wine. According to the best sommeliers, it might just dethrone Est.
We owe this success to you. So, if you'd agree...
We'd like to name it after you.
What shall we call it?
Call it Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt de Rivia. Perfect.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to send a few bottles to your home every so often.
I'd be honored. Thanks.
No, we thank you. Take care, Witcher.
safe.
Let the order.
Geralt of
Only
Rivia.
my spirit is
Sir!
willing as my flesh
Come to
is.
me, please! Approach! My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me, south, in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
You see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
Rarely my wont to turn down a damsel in distress, even less so when there's a prize involved.
Naturally. Why, you, sir, are no knight-errant, but a guildsman, an expert. How much would you need? Yes, that amount I am prepared to pay.
Not saying no, but I gotta...
Some nice nuts.
Ah, master.
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes, from which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap, but he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
What a specimen. It scared the fright out of me.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
A bosom in the hands, worth 4 on a wrench.
I once had a good...
Is this what booming means? Cognac selling like fresh buns on the morn. Pleased customers screaming about. Places I cost.
Do you see the wisdom of it now?
Yes. Greetings.
Papa knew this would work.
Whose notion of order is this?
Witcher.
Why doesn't someone do something?
Please, sir. Find that beast.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it?
Noises at the cemetery.
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket. I took the matter up with the Ducal Guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much'll I get for this?
How much would you like? I don't believe I have that amount. What would you say to a festival discount? On account of the, tourney. Agreed.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Save us from the beast!
Enough youth adventure. Spare a copper or two.
Do monsters have mamas and papas? Slithering snails by the baskets and pails!
I once had a girl, should I say, she once had me.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway.
I liked you from the start. Every Witcher I've known has been a swell lad.
reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Hark, Beauclair wine! Her most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of the...
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Toussaint. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Tiensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. This at last will earn me the title of Grandmaster. I thank you, Witcher.
Would you craft something for me?
Of course.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Members of the History of Toussaint Friends Society. Citizens, beware of history and elves alike.
Lebiota's recent lands.
Hewn or otherwise. Pick us at the door and
Nothing special.
Six. 4 factions since time immemorial Gwent's had, and it's a buggering state. stay that way.
Gwent was perfected by dwarves or centuries of play. Not about to accept some new bloody faction.
Do 4 factions since time immemorial Gwent's had, and it should bugger and stay that way.
I shall be famous one day, as famous as you.
Time immemorial.
Gwent was perfected. Centuries of play. Some new bloody faction.
4 factions since time immemorial Gwent's had, and it should bugger and stay that way.
Gwent was perfected by dwarves.
Welcome. The tourney is on the way. Might I glance at your deck?
Sure. Here.
An impressive array. Count Monnier waits inside. You may enter.
Thanks.
There you are. A pleasure to see you again. The Skellige faction, how do you find it?
Honestly, not one of my favorites.
Yet I believe you will easily win the tournament wielding it.
Any specific tournament rules? Mind giving me an overview?
Firstly, might I introduce the contestants? Superb Gwent players all, hailing from the world's farthest corners. Hammal Ochen Dankbali, an Offieri merchant. Eric van Frog, a patrician from Novigrad. And lastly, we are proud to welcome a Skelliger.
You blind? Not Skelliger, Skelligirl, damn it!
Naturally, no offense meant.
Agnetha Skolt, her ever-charming isle temperament in evidence, along with assorted beats, baubles, ropes. As to the rules, they're simple. Each player adopts a faction they cannot change for the tourney's duration. Lose a match, and you're eliminated. The winner from among you shall advance to the semi-final to face the winner of the tourney's previous edition, His Excellency the Ambassador of the Empire of Nilfgaard, Master von Hin. The winner of that match shall in turn face none other than me, your humble servant.
Hands off our Gwent!
No new fucking factions!
Ready to start if everybody else is.
I invite you to join me on the terrace. The herald shall soon announce the tourney's start.
Let the tourney begin! In round 1, Agnetha Skolt faces Eric von Brog, and Geralt of Rivia plays Hamal on Dangbali.
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword or silver my eye has caught. Should I win, I should take it. Should I lose, to you another equally precious shall I give.
Sword's how I earn my keep. Can't risk it. Won't. I say we play for the normal stakes. for the sword.
A well-deserved victory. Congratulate I you.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land folk who slander like that don't live long, because we don't let them. Accuse me of cheating again, and I'll cut your tongue out.
Enough. Hands to yourselves.
As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby disqualified.
Gentlemen's sport. Well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round 1 completed, the standings are as follows. Agneta Skolt and Eric van Vrog both disqualified. Geralt of Rivia has defeated Hamal Ongenbali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Gerard shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Hinn.
I am honored.
Your Excellency, a pure pleasure to play you.
The pleasure was mutual, I assure you. Congratulations, Witcher.
Stop desecrating Gwent!
Death to any and all new factions!
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous! Off your asses and hide to Skellige, ye ale-loving seal slappers.
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent!
Maybe instead of hollering threats, you ought to just explain what it is you want.
We've said it plenty of times, yet no one ever listens.
Got me listening.
Gwent's an ancient pastime. Its rules were set ages ago.
Exactly. Determined in keeping with the laws of nature.
There should be 4 factions. That is the optimal number. We'll not tolerate the introduction of any others. It would disgrace the tradition.
Aye, leave our Gwent the fuck alone.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads! Gonna ring that fucker so hard, you'll trump Ashland for the rest of his days!
Let's plough this new faction up with horses' heads! Let's plough this new faction up with horses' heads! Let's rabble! I'll cleave the cunts, they dance on the bits! Faction out of the horse and heads.
Gonna ring that fucker so hard,
I'll leave the cunts and dance on the bits.
Boxing back the hell you twats!
You'll know it. Let's ram this rabble.
Fuck it. Gonna ring that fucker so hard, you'll trump Ashland for the rest of his days.
Let's plough this new faction out of the horse
Boxing back the great twats!
Careful when I fuck you, you'll know it.
Gonna ring that fucker so hard, you'll trump Ashland for the rest of his days.
Let's ram this rabble.
Careful when I
Hey, you fucking horses!
Let's plough this new faction out of the horse and heads.
Gonna ring that fucker so hard, you'll trump Ashland for the rest of his days.
fuck you, you'll know it.
Boxing back the great twats! Slaves, fucking horses!
Careful when I fuck you, you'll know it.
Boxing back the great twats!
Let's plough this new faction out of the horse and
Ring
heads.
that fucker so hard, you'll trump Ashland for the rest
Leave
of
the
his
cunts,
days.
they dance on the bits.
Boxing back the great twats!
Let's ram this rabble.
Had enough? Still got the urge to add new factions?
Enough! I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive? Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Was in Novigrad last I saw him. Be glad to tell you more over a flask of something strong.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tourney to play.
Final? Fuck that! Aye, Yaki Raffiberg. to hereby declare my participation in this tournament, and I demand to play the victor. We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shite once and for all.
Agreed, but please show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
In the pre-final, Count Monnier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Geralt of Rivia, also playing with a Skellige deck.
My brother's dream has come true. Skellige in the final, and played by both contestants.
Good luck.
I'll be famous one day, as famous as you.
Thank you for the game. No hard feelings, I trust.
Skellige won, like you wanted. That's what matters.
Skellige won! What a bundle of pish! Tournament's not done! Now it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
The grand finale! Witness it now! Count Monier playing the Skellige faction against Yaki Raffiberg playing...
Scoia'tael!
Let the better man or dwarf win!
Well played. Thank you for a scintillating game. I trust my victory has convinced all doubters of the value of the new faction.
You won because you played better. Even if you hadn't played as ploughing Skellige, you would have won anyhow. Congrats all the same. Yaki Raffiberg's no sore loser. Come on, lads! Let's get soused!
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tipple. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
Don't think that went exactly as you planned.
What matters is we played Gwent, and I presented the Skellige faction. I'm sorry you did not manage to qualify for the finals. I'd hoped to face you, but participation alone counts for something. Here, a consolation prize.
Thanks.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
How is it the Duchessa does not fear him as well?
Oh, pecker it all. I shall be famous one day, as famous as you.
Excuse you?
Who'd have thought?
Enough to feed the tykes.
One false move and you will regret it.
A courtesan is like a rat catcher. Good for when the pussy at home grows too fat. Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
I'll kill for a bite.
Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. Here lies Margot de Corentin. Fontaine. Died on the day of St. Zoetham's remembrance. Pretty fresh. Noises started right around now. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrid, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
Mind keeping it down? Neighbors are complaining.
Neighbors? Everyone here is dead.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lepioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you! Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes, take him. Please, do so, and I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you! And now, you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. Alright, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepioda.
I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. Private chamber. The Right Honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
God! God!
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. That ought to do. Right. High time Margot paid up. Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Darling.
The friend
If you come, gentle squeeze. Watch them all to flee away.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always free.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Yeah, really tough, demanding fight. Barely made it out alive.
Is it your codex? Forbids you from revealing the details? For the best, I dare say. There's a small premium for you. You've earned it.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always free. Witcher, please, sir, find that beast.
Blast. Guess as champion.
So that is who her grace summoned from the north.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt, for you are in Toussaint.
Nice tune.
Appearances deceive, Witcher.
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
Not exactly what I imagined. I believe I posed with all my clothes on. Clearly remember that, in fact. Some other details are off, too.
Invalid as a criticism. I depicted you in a more flattering state. The painting has drawn crowds, aroused a great deal of interest.
Can see that. Anyway, some advice for the future. Warn your subjects about your intentions. Your next model might not be so forgiving.
You don't like it. I'm hurt. Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento, though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
Pecorito.
Shone in its eyes, your glory.
What happened to your head?
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right. Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised. Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but, alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
an ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout, fortified, cured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.